The incident of kidnapping that took place yesterday, uh, was received by the command with, with a very, how will I put it, that the command is not happy with the incident in any way because we know we have put measures in place that should have prevented this kind of incident. But these criminals, they are always looking for any slight opportunity to strike and get away with it. Um, that is why I had to call all my officers and men that there's need for us to take urgent actions so that it will not repeat itself. And the urgent action we are going to take cannot be taken without your support. Um, the place is better protected when the members of the community too are very much at alert and they are in tune with the security arrangement in place. That is to say that we as community members too, we need to be vigilant. Aside from that, we need to avail us with credible information as per the movement and things happening around you. We had this incident around Ijede area in the last 2 3 weeks, and we put measures in place which has yielded fruitful results. Since then, we have not had this incident again. But coming at this end uh, is a bit worrisome, and we felt we should also do the same thing and make sure that it doesn't happen again. The incident of kidnapping is I mean, becoming let me say, a new form of crime in the country. And why it's gaining ground is that people have resorted to paying ransom, which we are not in support of. When ransom is paid to these criminals, it's emboldening them, and they want to come more and more to collect the hand-earned money of our people. So we don't encourage the payment of ransom. At the same time, we will not give them a breathing space. We give them a very good fight. I will not enable them to operate within the community. I've not visited the place, but I know the place will be similar to the one in Ijede, very close to the place. They come from the water, take their victim, go back into the water, and start negotiating. We will not allow this to happen. We put measures in place because we cannot fold our hands and allow all these miscreants who are not ready to work, who are looking for cheap money, come and take advantage of people that are working very hard for the living. And that's why I'm here, so that I can put this together and make sure that this occurrence becomes the last and the first. Is it the first time that is happening here? That's happening before. 2016 and it's now. So, okay. So that's why I'm here, and I'm very happy. This community has responded very well. In this large number, I'm happy that they are also concerned about the security of the community. Together, we're going to work and make sure that this issue is tackled, taken care of, and not allowed to happen once and for all. So that's why I'm here. It's not going to be talk by me. I want to share from your experience, want ideas from you, so that we can know how to tackle this and get rid of this in once and for all. That's why I'm here. And to also sympathize with you for the person that was taken away. I know very soon we'll get that person back at least, but it's not a thing for the community. It's not, when crime happens like this, it's not the person, the victim alone that suffers. The community too suffer because no no one knows whether it's going to be storm next. So that's why it's very necessary when issues of crime take place. We don't just look away. We must come together and fight crime and criminal activities together. And when the community is united in fighting crime, criminals will not find an easy place to operate. They know that this community is a non-nonsense community. They will not tolerate this kind of thing that is happening. And that's why I've come here this evening so that we can share from the experience and put a strategy in place so that this event, this kind of ugly occurrence, will not in any way take place again. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We really appreciate you and we appreciate your response, sir. Thanks so much. So, according to your speech, it seems we want our people to deliberate or to talk about this thing so that we will know the way forward, sir. Okay. According to the CP, we're going to welcome more response from our people, probably 5 or more than, but we have one. Your name, please. Okay.
We. Your Excellency, my name is Honorable Balogun Oluwaseun, the Vice Chairman to the Coal Estate Community, which that's the occurrence of where the issue has happened. From our community, we have actually brought up our own little ideas, and we appreciate the fact that you responded to this call. Our first appeal to the family of the victim, because the whole community has stood behind them since yesterday, and we thank God that the PPO has not on one day or 1 minute go off on the monitoring and all. From the community, sir, we actually drafted 1 or 2 points that we feel that from you to get to the governor, and I'm sure by then we'll know what we can do together to help this area. Number 1 on our list that we suggested was to ask for additional security posts or a station. If we should check within our list, we have noticed that what we have in our record was just the Owutu Divisional Police here. And this Owutu, down to Ishawo, down to Agede, Igolomu, this capacity does not have that source to run. Now, with this issue that happens recently, Your Excellency, if we have other substations around, it will help to marginalize our information to reach. This is the reason why we said we want to come to you as a community to see that when our own little intelligence of our security channel, we want to appeal to you to help us manage the situation, to tell the governor within your office to see that this location with 1 station cannot really help the large populace of what we have. Second on the list, sir, it's about this location, which is a swampy area. So we refer to it as a barricade to fence this swampy area. We believe the governor can do this. He's a work and do governor. Because we notice, I don't know if the time will permit to take you down to see these areas. It is just an extreme hand. And when they are moving in, of course, there are people here. The mother of the incident is still in shock. They came in unannounced and they just jumped into the fence. But if there are fences along, it will curb and caution the illegal migrants coming into these swampy areas. Number 2 on our list was the issues in our community, sir. We need you to help us to curtail some of our household or landlords or tenants who are not complying to the security levies. And many fail to understand that failure to comply with security it is a security threat to everybody. Sabotage, thank you, my DPO. So on this, we said support for the security levy by sanctioning houses who fails to comply. This is one of our terrible challenges we are facing. We will just realize that in the street, you might just have 2 houses paying for the security levy, and others will feel not concerned. Here is the situation on ground now. We wish, with your intelligence capacity, to help us. Maybe the DPO will see how to be scrutinizing houses so that they can comply. By then, the community will grow at large. On our list as well, we're talking about the publicity and awareness of control room numbers. to each community, like stickers or placards for easy access and communication. How do we mean, sir? We meant that not everybody have access to Androids to have see where the control room numbers are. But we noticed that in a community like this, sir, if we have a placard displayed along all streets, whereby even a teenage boy even walking in the night and he sees something strange, he will be able to pick up the phone, even with his own torchlight phone, to quickly make a call to your distress, so that we can know that we should not be waiting for the landlord of the house that have that control room number to help, because we notice it's part of it is what is affecting. How do we mean? When we had a little meeting at that location yesterday, sir, they said there were children at that area that cited the faces of these people who were walking around in daytime. What can they do? Of course, they wouldn't know what their intentions are. But in this situation, when people have a control number to reach the distress call, I think it will help in a long way. So we need the publicity and awareness on that regard. Not so, sir, I think this should help us more. The community is trying in their capacity. They are building the little they can with the street lights, but it is not enough. If we have more street lights on across all streets, there are reasons that if anything is moving strange overnight, all eyes will see, and there will be reasons to raise an alarm. So we talk about the security light within our community. Security beef up on the miscreants in our environment. We are here now. We don't know what some abandoned houses, some people gather there to sit down, and they are planning unaware. And this has actually been rampant in our society. All of us could see, we'll be seeing strange faces that will be walking in and out. And before we can have that confrontation to tell them, we need the backup of the police as well. So, and I know with your intelligence capacity, you have a way to deal with miscreants coming in and out unannounced and just holding around the environment. Also, sir, we want to request for an ammunition, which is a request for ammunition to assist our vigilante group. We are trying our capacity, the little of what we can do in our home. But the vigilantes we have, what they have is just a machete. And at a situation whereby something like that is happening, even if we have one or two of them that has an ammunition to fire back at that incident, it will be a threat for them to feel that they are not safe. At least we thank God for the life of our former DPO, your ex-serviceman, that is still alive. He made an attempt to fight back, but thank God he's still alive today. If you have been shot and you are here today to tell you that something happened, I'm sure you will feel bad as well. So our vigilante groups need to be well equipped as well. And the community is ready to do in their own capacity to assist. But before we can go for anything ammunition, we need an approval from you. We need support from you that will guide us in our self-defense as well, to know that we have one or two things to cover up. And lastly, it's about security cameras or the CCTV. We know that no areas is too small to be channeled for security protections as well. These are the littles of what we could entails within coal estate. Maybe there will be rooms given to other CBAs in their areas as well to support you with the information that you needed. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The good news, I'm not to repeat what the first speaker has just said.
My name is Biodun Sunday, the Secretary of the CDC. What I would just want to add is, if the CP can help us talk to the governor to repeat what they did in the Ishawo area about some few years ago, when that place was very troublesome. Clearing of the swamp area. Swamp boogie were brought in and those places were cleared. That in itself has deterred the criminal from coming, because you can see from afar. So if the governor can do that to clear the swamp boogies, to use swamp boogie to clear the places so that you can see from afar. Then I also want to appeal that if the city can help us to help the police stations so that we can have more operational vehicles. I think they have one that seems okay, but they need additional one. Then, like the last speaker have said, concerning situating more police stations or other substations. I know when at the point in time when we had issue with ikorodu people, when they have crisis, Yoruba versus Hausa. At that point in time, the CPO Dumosu came also around, and he promised then to locate a police station at that place. But with that community donated a land. Sir, the community donated a land, but it has not seen the light of the day today. So maybe you can help us do something about that. Thank you, sir.
From occurrences and experience, no kidnapping activity can happen without surveillance of the criminals. And I believe that before the police can see these people, the community members see these people. We see them lot around, we see them move around. As a matter of fact, there might even be living among us. Right? These are youth that have nothing to do. They wake up in the morning, all they do is loiter around. Right? The question I ask is this: do we even challenge them? Do we even question the people among us that we know have nothing tangible to do, yet they are living very well? Right? That's number one. I believe, of course, the DPU is going to respond appropriately. But some of the points that my organ raised, I think that some of them can be resolved within the CDC and the CDAs in terms of security light. I understand the fact that the government have responsibility to everybody in the state. However, the state is in a way overstretched also. And if we say we should wait for the state, it might take eternal, for instance. So perhaps the CDC and the CDAs can come together, just like I suggested in my own environment, right? And there is this community behind the NNPC. What they did is that they just among themselves come to get token and they put up not street like now, but they got bulb and something, and their street is always lit every night. I don't believe we have to wait for the state to give us that. I'm not saying the state should not respond, but before they respond, time might go. Number two is this: we also have the honorable assembly member. We have Honorable Jimmy Benson, we have Honorable Abiru that are donating street lights every now and then. So the community and the city can come together, form a committee that will go to these people and also make a direct appeal to them. I know that in the last about 6-7 years, Honorable JB has given over 2,000 street lights. I don't know if anyone came to this side, but I know that we can go to them and solicit for these things, right? But the question is that, can they light all the streets in Urutu or Ajaguro? No, because there's conflict. It is still the members of the community that will contribute money to get this thing done. The same thing goes for security cameras, right? Because if the police put up the camera, who will be monitoring it? So I believe that it is the cities and the CEAs that should come together and form a committee to settle this.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Mr. Landry. Sir, due to the problem that happened day before yesterday, so all the day before now, our vigilantes have been demanding for ammunition from us, but we don't have the power to do that. But now, with this, what is on the ground, we discussed with the DPO yesterday that what can we do? Because since they are demanding for the ammunition, if we buy for them, how do we do with it? So that's why we say we should present it in front of you, sir. So if there's anything we can do pending before the solution comes from your hand, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Good afternoon. You are welcome to this environment. First and foremost, I need to appreciate your coming to this environment. But my suggestion will be the first from the points that I listened. I believe those people that involved, they might have been in this environment before today. We call something security check. As a community leaders, do we search ourselves? As a community leaders, do we check in? If at all, what I would want my CP to grant to these communities, even the landlord, most of us here are criminal. I'm sorry, no apology. Even our children in this environment, have we checked on them? Please, security threat is paramount everywhere. But the important thing is we should check ourselves. I will solicit for the support of police officers, even the DP, Commissioner of Police, to please give us the clearance of even to check some people on the road. If you check them too much, they say, no, you look, I'm not a thief. No. Please, we want a guarantee or a support from the authority so therefore can be able to check ourselves and check ourselves.
That's why we are here. It's very germane. I want to appreciate the CP because this happened to be one of the first time that I've seen the gathering of these men like this. And actually, because they take the issue of security are very important. And that's why every one of us are here this afternoon. Thank you, Mr. CP. I appreciate you with your team coming at this time. Now, we are not even sure within our midst here now whether the people that carry this out, these things are even in our midst. Some of us that might even be afraid to say whatever. If they don't know whether we are, as we are getting out of this place, or people will just be, where does it come from? Yes, a lot of us we are being negligent. I'm the chairman of Badioba Street, Olakinola. Like it has been said here, a lot of us take these things for granted. Security. I have a whole house about 2 floors on my street, sir. Like in 1 year, the house could not pay anything. In fact, I took them to Owodu. I saw Osi Alajoko now because it was one that did not handle the case. And up to today, they are not paying a dime. In a situation that you cannot do anything, even as a chairman, we are not empowered to do anything. Sometimes when I don't go to work, sir, I will be upstairs. I will see a lot of people working suspiciously. Unlike the other client, where you can easily call the police and say, okay, you can see somebody working suspiciously on your street. Can we do that here? Are we going to get your cooperation to handle such? Now, if I were prepared, if you are coming to my house to fight me, and you know that I'm well equipped, you will take reasonable steps. We have securities on the road, on the street in the night. Like has been said, what they have is just Chakabula and torchlight. Some of them even slept off. But assuming we have pump action, 2 or 3, which 1 or 2 few people can even buy for them, but are we empowered to do that? If I empower to do that, I can assure you, some of us will get this thing done within a reasonable period of time. So that has been the challenge because the whole place is so porous. If you enter here now, you can bust out from the other end. If you enter here, you can bust out anywhere. So the whole place is so porous. On our own, we put a gate on so many streets. But even like what Baba said here, a lot of other landlords, they are not even cooperating. They are frustrating the effort. Like on my street now, I pay my security, I've seen them, on 25th of every month. I can show you how many of them that are paid, they are less than 4. And I will pay them tomorrow, which is 25. That's why we see them working. When I pity them sometimes, even in the rain, they will be there. But our people don't give a damn. It's because this one now happened very close to everybody's eyes. And everybody is feeling the impact. That's what you see all of us here. So if you can help us talk to our people. We are talking about, please let me talk. They are here to help us. Let's say our mind. Yes, don't let me, you are giving me issues. Yes, we are talking about street light. We won't have to wait for somebody to mark it down for us. How much is solar light? 25,000 naira, 20,000 naira, 50,000 naira at most. Let every landlord put one on the frontage. You have tenants in your house. to collect your rent. Even I thought you are not collecting rent. If you are the only one in your house, why can't God put a solar power in your frontage? We want to wait till Sanwo-Olu. When will you come to Ajabo? We have brought CPO because he has the love of his people. That's why he's here at his level. He can send everybody. He can send everybody here. But because he has the love of this community at heart, that's why he's here. Let every landlord, we are here now, or talk to your tenants. Put more security in your frontage. Solar power. The one I did in my home, I did more than 300. It's just 20,000 naira. Let's put it on our streets. We are waiting for the chairman to do everything. It's not possible. It's not possible. The chairman has his own issues. Let's cooperate. And even NEPA, some is even better now that some of us are even having prepaid. Before now, they will hold. And when NEPA come, we go to the transformer and we affect everybody. These are the issues we need to address here. Not just
Let's stand up to welcome our chairman. You are highly welcome, sir. You are highly welcome, sir. I use this medium to welcome our honorable chairman, Honorable Alhaji Kazim Sulaiman. I sincerely welcome you, sir. Thank you. Now, before the next speaker, please. The vice, okay. I welcome the vice, Mr. Aluko, Honorable Aluko. You are highly welcome, sir. Please, this gathering is meant to proffer a solution to the security challenges we are having. It's not a ground for everybody to just pour their mind. Reason being that this is a word. And most of these people talking, most of these advices, people have been able to even give other those advices. And people have been able to even provide solution to some of these things. So that is why I'm saying that it's not time to even express much of these things. Please. This is worthy. It compares
Please. We understand your grievances. Everybody is having one or two things in their mind. I know. Get our rights, please. Let us understand why we are here. Everybody will have one or two grievances to express. What we are only trying to say is we don't want a repetition of what has been explained because of time factor. Many of what has been submitted and what we are saying are just repetition. We want way forward, bring more solutions from your end or from your community. Very simple. Thank you.
My honorable chairman and other deputies. I want to refer back to the training held at the police college in 2011 concerning security matter for the PCLC members in those days. We were told that whenever there is, we suspect any crime in our community, we should report. I could remember that what my brother said today was what many people said that day. And Commissioner mentioned it that when we have any information, we should pass it. It is very, very dangerous to the lives of our people. Because of the past experience, a lot of people I have reported them, and it's still happening, that you report certain case to police station, not only in Lagos, it's everywhere. Like a few days later, you see those criminals coming. They killed a lot of people. Informants are not protected. When you give information to police, the next thing you will see is you are dead. Though they told us that when you want to provide information, you provide information to the most one of the most senior officers like DPO, DCO. How do you get their number? where they will get to. The number you provided, your number will show, the number you used to call, your number will show up, will surely appear there. How did those numbers get to the criminals that will make them to come by you? That's how they go to kill. That is one. So please, my commissioner, sir, kindly help us find a lasting solution to this that will be able to report crimes to the police and the lives of the informants will be protected. That's one. Two, when you look at this our LCDA, the area covered by Owotu police station is too large. Oriokuta is a town of its own. Agbede is a very big community that even requires 2 police posts. Not to talk of Ajabura. When you look at Ajabura from Owotu there, from a police station there to this area.
Àwọn baálẹ̀ má fojú odò náà, sir. Baálẹ̀ Olóòkúta, you are highly welcome, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Sir, Agbede, as I was saying, is a very big community. Oriokuta is also a big community, not to talk of Ajaburo. Ajaburo, when you look at it from immediately after the police station there, down to the river there, the stream there, is a big area that also requires a police post that could be under Owotu division. So when we have these people around, security men around in all the communities, I think the issue of security threat will go down. Thank you so much.